the game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Roach. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So North Carolina's offense will get the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That's reeled in. It's Higgins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Tar Heels will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pitt pushing the pace. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Catch in the middle. It's Driver. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The wheel of destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And off from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the grab close to the logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now turning it on. Quick step and go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Pitt right back to the line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Grab behind the line. It's carry on. Looking for the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Middle Tennessee. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Motion from the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Travis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's carry on. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Bring in the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off play action on first down. He's got the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is in the air. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A quick pass to the left. Delivers the stiff arm. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. from the shotgun, the inside give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets a first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's carry on. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying play action. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Off the play fake on 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Escapes trouble. Trying to make magic on the scramble. 1st down and more. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. There he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to
pick off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Boy, that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely perfect. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it out. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the 2nd half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. After the run, now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Off play action. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just turning it on. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and fires complete. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's driving. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Just keeps slinging it. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Still looking. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Bust through behind his pad. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the option. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Here's the handoff. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense didn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.